Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10. And they're on 26-yard line.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's Jake Dobbins. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game. Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite that?
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. In trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Knicks now on 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
First down.
A 1st down throw for Knicks. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. They take them back.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
That's caught once again by Ingram. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and 7. A run with Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Broncos.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It is second and 9. Now it's Dobbins. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for first and goal. Nick, good blocking, and he's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And now, after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2.
The Broncos will line up.
Play action now. It's Nix. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That one intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
He's going to try to do it himself, and he'll give it up on the pitch. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
That's just too easy, but that is exactly the premise of the zone read play. Defensive end is flat-footed. He's thinking the quarterback's going to keep it himself. Simple give read, and he hits his head on the goalpost.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up. They'll run it here with Saquon. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you find yourself in 3rd and a mile. You're looking to just pick up whatever you can. And for a minute, Mike, I thought the back was going to actually pick up to 1st down. He doesn't, but it's a heck of a run regardless.
That's going to be caught. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's in! Troy Franklin! Touchdown, Broncos.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Here is Shipley on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. They'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. Here's Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. This time they stay on the ground. Barkley's got the 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here is Shipley on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit returning it for 6.
This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Broncos first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Rolling to the left. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
15-yard loss. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
Back to throw is Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Look at this right to the 20-yard line. Zach Barr, the all-pro, makes the stop. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll give it to Dobbins. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 3rd, they need 8.
3rd and 8.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Call it a gain of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Room to run again. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Eagles 14.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now he'll run it, and he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Here's Nix to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. Now it's going to be third down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. That's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mims sent in motion here. They'll drop to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Get this to Mims on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
Defensively, Mike, I actually thought they did a pretty nice job stringing this out on third down, but they just can't get him on the ground. So, nice job there by the back, knowing exactly what he needed, and he's able to pick up a first down.
Toss left side, that's Harvey. Finding space inside the 40. This is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
No touchdown! No touchdown!
They run the counter with Barkley. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
A gain there of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
No touchdown!
Once again, it's Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Great, set. And anyone else? No touch.
Off the play fake. Hurts. Open man. Downfield. He's got his tight end, Goddard. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
On the return, here's Mims. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
first down, here's Nix to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to try it here again. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.